me see it, huh? Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Alright.
Ready, bro?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Ski.
Boy, Dusty Joe back here.
Right. Man, we back with another episode of the After Hours, man. We got some lovely ladies in the house with us today, man. Tell them who you are, ladies.
I'm Fabs. I'm Claudia Lynn.
Claudia and Fabs is in the building with us, man. We in here chilling, doing like we do, man.
Yes.
We had Miss Fabs on the show today, man. We was here talking to her, chopping it up. So y'all please go watch the podcast, man. Fabs, tell them what you do.
I'm an entrepreneur is what I call myself because I do a lot of different things. But right now I'm focused on my writing.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically where all my energy has been at this point.
That's what I'm talking about. Miss Claudia, thanks for hanging out with us.
Hi.
Yeah, she was in the background on the podcast, but we was like, fuck that. You on the After Hours. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us. Having
Anytime. You were Fabs, your family.
Aw. We family now, baby.
Yeah, so we in here, so hey, what do family do? They stop all the bullshit. Hey, we family. Hey,
Yeah.
we was talking off the air about the benefits you have from smoking.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
talk about it.
Man, so I went through 9 years of not smoking at all. Like I used to smoke a lot, and then when I left that relationship that I was in, I stopped smoking because it was a trigger. Smell weed, and I was like, no, not that place again. You know?
Really?
Yes. So when I was telling you off air about what happened to me at work, like I literally was like at 98 pounds. Like I could pull out pictures where I'm just like so sucked up because I wasn't eating. I was fucking depressed. Like how could you? Yeah. Like
Depression is real.
yes.
That's what
God,
it is. Depression real as a motherfucker.
That really fucked me up. So then my kid's dad at that time, he was like, you know, Faber, maybe you should try smoking weed. And I was like, I'm smoking weed and I'm with you right now. Like it was
Yeah.
you know, so, but at that time we were at a good place, you know, so I was like, fuck it, let's do it. So he got some weed and I remember he pulled over and he was like, okay, look it, I don't want you to get mad if you start smoking weed and blame me for it. Like, I want you to like, you know, you're gonna smoke this, but you're doing it because, and he's like, and I'll do it with you, so we'll smoke together.
Okay.
So he pulled over in some apartment complex and we smoked a joint after, and then like not even like 30 minutes or so, I was like, I'm so fucking hungry. Yeah, so we went to the market and he bought like food and stuff and he cooks for me and stuff. So like every day I was like, okay, this is.
So he had time to cook.
Yeah.
Normally when that type of shit happen, they say it's like, I don't know, find the first fucking place. I don't give a fuck what it is. We finna eat.
You know, I just cook for me like really good food. I'm not trying to eat shit right now. Like I'm so hungry. Like I need to eat something good. So he did. We went to the house and he hooked me up with some like good burger. I forgot what it was, but it was fucking amazing.
The best
You know?
burger.
Yeah, the best burger.
Fuck all that. I drink, and when I get drunk and I get hungry, I want some of the silliest shit to eat. I'm like, fuck it, I'll eat there. But what I do is I go in there and I overreact. I might fuck around. When I say that, I get a hamburger special with the hamburger, the fries, and the soda, and then I'm like, and how much is an extra cheeseburger or some shit? You know, so I be on some dumb shit because I'm loaded.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. But that's why I'm like, any place to go. But I don't think you got time to go home and whip up a fabulous burger. I'm like, I don't know who does that.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just wanted something good.
Yeah.
You know, what if I got something fast food and I didn't like it? Then I'd be fucking really mad because I'm like, I'm hungry. I want something good to eat. And he was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna hook it up. So, you know, and I think about it. I'm just coming from not eating at all to eating again, and I'm like starving. I don't want to get sick because I'm, you know,
that can happen
so
too.
much. Yeah. So
if you go from not eating and then you start eating again, you can get sick quick because it's like your body wasn't used to this again.
Absolutely.
That's just like with dairy products and shit like that. You stop eating cereal and milk and shit, and then you go back 3-4 years later and like, oh, I want some ice cream. Guess where you going? To the goddamn bathroom with the quickness.
Yeah.
It's happening because your body not used to it no more. And actually, it might start making your stomach hurt. I remember I stopped eating beef for a minute, and I wanted a real hamburger, and I had one, and it felt like I had knots in my stomach. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's because I had stopped eating beef for a while.
Well, I became vegetarian. Now I don't fuck with meat at all. And now when I walk into the store, I mean, I can smell the blood. And I'm just like,
When you said you were vegetarian and you can't eat meat no more, you didn't see my face because I kind of got I damn near passed out. I'm like, shit, I got hungry just now. You ain't eating nothing.
But I mean, it was hard at first. It was really hard. But then after I started feeling better,
That's
you
the
know,
benefits.
lighter, my stomach's lighter. I'm
Yeah,
not like
that's the
all
benefit.
heavy from eating this fucking meat that they're shooting steroids in, and we're eating the steroids too.
Because I guarantee you, if I stop that, I'll probably drop 100 pounds. It'll be a new me tomorrow. I look like Ray and shit. I'm like, this shit, like, what the fuck? And all that was just from eating
But I
meat.
guarantee you'd feel lighter inside because you're cleansing out your body. I talk about in spiritual awakening as well.
Okay,
So
okay.
there's a lot of little things, you know, that's in that book that I think everybody would appreciate.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Being a vegetarian, I gotta have some meat. What about you, Claudia? You a vegetarian too?
I am not, but I don't drink carbonated drinks. I don't eat carbs.
What?
Yeah, and I used to smell like tortillas. I'd be like, oh, like the bread, like
Yeah.
all the flour in there, just like this her with the meat. So
Yeah.
I just gave all that up, and I felt a lot of weight. A lot. Like half a person, I was everywhere.
No shit.
Yeah, and I haven't had a soft drink in 8 years.
Really?
Nothing with carbonation.
No shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I can't pass a strawberry soda the fuck up. I'm like,
Yeah, no.
or a grape?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Willpower. Yeah.
That's what it boils down to,
Yeah.
willpower. If you don't have willpower, you in trouble.
Yeah,
You in trouble.
definitely discipline.
Yeah.
When it comes to Coke, I got no willpower.
Yeah, Joe, he'll fuck around. He'll go to McDonald's and buy a hamburger meal or whatever, or breakfast combo. He'll fuck around, come with a breakfast combo, the bacon, the eggs, and the biscuit with a Coke. And then he'll have a can of Coke on the side of that, which is probably in the refrigerator unless he already drunk it.
So it's an addiction. You know?
It's an addiction. He's addicted to Coca-Cola.
It's the sugar.
Every day, I swear to God, Joe come to work, he'll eat his lunch in his truck, and then he'll get out, come in the break room where I'm at. He got a Coke, and he got candy. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? But that's his way to get through the night. That's the way for him to get through the night. He can get jacked up on the sugar, and he moving. He doing work good.
Yeah.
Me? Fuck no. It ain't gonna work. At all. I like to eat. I'm like, but giving up meat? Giving up carbs?
But I feel better though. Like I work out, you know, I feel better. I don't.
I get that. I get that, but I grew up on meat.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, so then my dad was a butcher.
And I'm
She
wondering how
has a
they,
little farm at her house.
I'm wondering how you eat a good taco with no shell.
Yeah.
How do you do that? What do you eat tacos with? With no carbs.
Lettuce, or I just put it in a bowl.
Oh, ain't a taco?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Corey, come on now.
Yeah, and I don't eat a lot of red meat either.
Really?
You know what? I don't eat that much red meat. I eat
Yeah.
a lot of chicken.
Yeah, chicken, fish.
He don't like fish.
Nah, but even then, it's like, but with a taco, I gotta have a taco.
I know.
I'm like, fuck no.
You know, but we were raised on that, so when my brothers and I go eat, we don't eat Mexican food.
I got a buddy at
Yeah,
work.
we're tired.
I got a buddy at work. When they have a taco truck or something like that, I get excited. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
He like, man, I'm gonna go home and eat tortillas and
Yes.
beans tonight. What the fuck I want that for? I'm
And
like,
homemade.
got you.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt him, but then one time we had a Christmas party at work. And they had soul food. I'm like, I can go to my mama's house. The fuck I want this for?
Yeah.
He was like, exactly. I said, right, I got you now. I'm like, if I can go to my mama's house, and the shit gonna be a lot better than
Yeah.
this. I'm like, y'all don't want this shit. He was like, exactly. That was my point. I was like, I got you. And then I got it then. I was like, okay, I got it.
But when you start going through your spiritual awakening, it just happens to you automatically.
Yes, it
So I
did.
know it sounds hard right now because you guys eat meat, but when you're actually commit to the journey,
Mhm.
like you want to detox your body.
Yeah.
You start feeling it, and then when you start eating lighter or eating vegetables that are color coordinated with your chakras,
Uh-huh.
you start feeling different spiritually.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
there's a lot behind spiritual awakening that nobody knows. Like we should really be learning this shit in junior high and give us
Yeah.
at least the opportunity to say yes, I want to learn about it. No, I don't want to worry about it.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, Joe? I fucked up. Hey, y'all, I fucked up today. We got a new fucking segment on the podcast, and I skipped it. I fucked up. You know what I'm talking about, Joe?
I don't know nothing. I just work here.
I'm talking about we got a new segment for the podcast. I'm glad Claudia here now. Yeah.
Oh,
Because the new section, it's called Woman's Point of View.
Okay.
So we got a question. This question is, hey, for y'all two that's out there fucking with us, could you ever take a person back that cheated on you in your house?
Hell no.
Oh, the mic's not on today. We straight
Hell
over
no.
there. Miss Claudia said, hell no. Well, why not?
I think you have to be. The trust will no longer be there. It'll always be in the back of my head. Is she gonna do it? Is she gonna do it? Is it gonna happen again? This is where I lay. This is where I live.
Yeah.
You disrespected me. It's a whole ball of it. A lot. It's a lot.
Yes.
No, I would. It would have to be someone really strong and really grown up. Is that what you want to call it? Or really? Really have to take that person back. I know people that have tried to get back together after cheating out in the house, and it doesn't work. It's very rare. I mean, do you know someone that cheated and is very happily married still? I mean,
Not quite. Not
no.
quite. Miss Fabs, do you think you could take a person back that cheated on you in your house?
No, I don't think so. I mean, that's like you're invading my space and being spiritual. Like, this is my sanctuary.
Yeah.
You know, this is where I do my praying and stuff like that. You know, and you're gonna violate me like that. It's just on a whole nother level of spirituality. You know, because we are what our partner puts into us.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're tapping this girl, then you're tapping into her energy and who she's being with that energy, and you're bringing me that energy. You know, so it would just fuck me up.
Really?
Yes.
Now, would you guys, being a man, take your significant other back if they cheated?
Right?
Like she said, it would have to be grown up.
I refuse to answer that question under the grounds I might incriminate myself.
Oh.
I take my Fifth Amendment.
Hey, well, if it was me, I don't know. It'll be a lot of situations that would have to factor me doing it. And what I say like that, it would have to be my kids being a certain age, and I don't want to damage them with the breakup. So I would at least attempt it. It would depend on if this person is completely out of the picture. And a motherfucker we don't know that I'm going to have to keep seeing because it's going to get dangerous.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. I think if there's no kids or nobody involved, I think even with the pain, I would have to walk away.
Yeah.
Because it's a big trust factor. And if it's somebody that I knew that was in the picture with this, as far as with my significant other, my wife or whatever, girlfriend or whatever you have, then it's like, fuck, I gotta continue seeing this. And I was engaged at a young age. And my best friend and my fiance started fucking around. So I tried to still be cool with my friend that was so-called my best friend, but it took a long span for that to go because it was gonna get really dangerous, really quick, to where we can't see each other's car going down the street. It's gonna go there. So even with the female, she tried to come back, and I'm like, how could this work? It's too much. And we're not married. We don't have a whole bunch, so I can walk away from this. But they both wanted to plead their case, and one day they both show up at the house together. I told them, y'all talk to each other. I'm going back in the house. Which they didn't like, but I really didn't give a fuck. I'm like, y'all the one that decided y'all wanted to fuck around. Y'all go ahead and talk to each other. I give a fuck if it's right here in front of my driveway, and I walk back in the house. Because I really didn't want nothing to do with it. But if it was a person that did it at my home, I would feel violent. I can't say that I would take back unless it was a kid issue or some other shit like that. It would have to.
But again, kid issue. I know you don't want to hurt the kids, but then you're going to hurt them regardless if you stay because they're leading by example.
Which
and
is
they're
true.
going to think it's okay. Hey,
Which
mommy,
is true. But I'm like one of the ones. My mom and father was separated at a young age, and then my father got killed when I was in high school. And I'm always in my kid's life trying to do what I didn't have.
Yeah.
for them to see us in different places, that's exactly what I had. So for me, I would try to figure out some type of way to make this shit work. Because I want them to see and have better than what I had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I say little situations for me, that's what it would be. But I can't speak for everybody else because somebody else be like, hell no. They just, in my house, I'm fucking both of them up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm like.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, it's like it's going down where they like, you shouldn't get mad at the guy, you should get mad. No, both of them is gonna get fucked up together. Especially if I catch it in the house, ain't nobody fuck a burning bed. This bitch is going down today. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but
then you have to go home every day and remember that.
I can't go. I'm not on my couch. I can't sit on this motherfucker no more.
Even if you got a new one,
you know what I'm saying?
Fucking
On my table? Now I can't eat in the kitchen and shit. It's all fucked up. I mean, I can't even take a shit now. Y'all on the toilet. I'm just
Stupid.
I'm just for real though. I'm for real, but I don't know. It'd have to be different situations for me to be able to take a person back. But like I said, by me not having a father in the house, for me, it'll be big, so I have to do whatever I can to at least keep up the picture or whatever the fuck it gotta be to keep it up. Because I didn't have that, and I want my kid.
Having to change the fucking pattern now.
Yeah.
The weight is heavy on our shoulders, and sometimes we don't even get asked if we're okay.
Oh shit, we was just talking about this.
Are you really okay though? I'm not just saying, hey, how are you? Like, how really are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And when was the last time somebody just called you and asked you that? They'll call you and want you to drop everything and go run for them. But when the last time they asked you some shit like that? When the last time somebody dropped something for you?
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
That's when you know your circle, you know who your people are.
But even within your people, though, sometimes they forget, they take it for granted.
Yeah. But then you have to change your perspective of it too.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going through something.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's one thing to be a soundboard for somebody, and then it's another thing to need the soundboard. Especially when you're like me, you don't like reaching out because it's a prideful thing, you know.
Oh yeah, pride is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's a lot I won't do because of pride. I'm like, nah, I'll figure it out or I'll do it myself. And that's taking the hard road a lot of times, but it's like that pride thing. I'm a prideful person.
Yeah.
If I'm broke, I don't go asking or borrowing money from God. I'm like, I'll figure it out.
It's because we're the front lines right now. That's what it is. We're not our kids. Because when our kids are our age, it's just going to be the norm to them.
Yeah.
Even if you guys are not together, they're going to see how to interact.
Yes.
If they're in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. And everything that you go through in life, it starts at home. So, yes. But like I said, that's the reason why I think I could try to make something like that work. So, I don't know. But it's only me. It's just my situation. Everybody else's is different. That's why we talk about it.
Anything goes.
Any fucking thing goes, guys. It can go from 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? But this is the after hours. But this is where you can let your hair down and just, you know what I'm saying? Well, Claudia got a voice. Over in the other part of the show, she was over there being quiet. But now she in here talking about this shit ain't gonna work the fuck out, buddy.
Well, I'm thankful. I mean, I even have close friends here that are talking to us and listening to what we're saying and stuff,
Yeah.
So I'm thankful to have a close knit circle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You just know your people. And then, when you're spiritual, you can just read somebody's energy. You can walk in the room and already knowing.
Oh, yeah, because you know when it's a negative energy in the room, you like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah. It don't feel right.
Shady.
Yeah. I done been in situations where I walk in and I just got a funny little feeling. I'm like, I don't think I need to be here. I couldn't explain it. We was talking one time, me and Joe, and I was loaded as fuck, and I was driving, which I shouldn't be, but I was. I'm keeping it 100. And I was coming up to a light. Something told me to move. I don't know why. Nobody at the intersection. I was in the lane I needed to be in. Something told me to move. I move over to the next lane, stop at the light. I'm just sitting there. Car come up next to me. Car get hit. And I had shit all flying over on my car and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was just like shocked. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I don't know why I moved. I think that was supposed to be me on that side, but I don't know. Sometimes I move. Like I said, nobody at the intersection. I'm by myself. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I pull up to the thing, and sometimes you just move. I move.
So do you believe in coincidence, or don't you believe in coincidence?
No, it ain't no coincidence. It's something else. I believe it's something else out there. It ain't no coincidence.
Yeah.
And you said an angel. It could be a guardian angel.
Like, no,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Like I said, normally I'm in the lane that I need to be in anyway.
Yeah.
Why would I get out of that lane?
Because your spirit was telling you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like,
you're very spiritual and connected. Do you feel like you're spiritual and connected?
Never thought about it.
Maybe you are, because it sounds like you are.
Man, never thought about it. But when that happened, that shit fucked me up, though. I'm like, it was hard for me to put pieces to the puzzle. I'm
So
like,
did your faith get bigger? Just a little bit more bigger, knowing like, yeah.
well, that's kind of tricky. That's kind of tricky. Because for a minute, I gotta admit, I lost faith for a minute when my father got murdered. I was in high school. And I was questioning faith, like, why? Out of all people in the world, why my father? Why would you let him get murdered? And the circumstances that went through it, I'm like, why? And I couldn't, I know you're not supposed to ever ask why, but I was questioning with it. And I was a kid. So I didn't know how to feel, what to do. I went through some depression. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just in a shell. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it was a dark, if you can ever describe being in a dark place, for me, that was my dark place, where I was at.
Yeah.
And it was something else. It was something else. But after I started getting older, I realized that things happen. And I started gaining the faith back. But for a minute, I questioned it. I questioned it hard. And I know it's a lot of kids out there that if they go through certain stuff, they question it hard.
Yeah.
They question it.
Yeah.
Faith is something you're not born with. You gotta, well, you are kind of born with it. You are, because I don't know how I can explain this.
You know how sometimes we're like in our quiet zone and we're talking in our heads? And you hear kind of like, or you see like a conclusion or the resolution to what it is that you're...
You know what? It's kind of funny. I never did like that, but I done had dreams.
Yes.
Well, and I'm asleep, just, it might be a random dream somewhere, and then I see something and I can visualize that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that's you tapping into your spiritual being inside. And it's that simple. So people that are like thinking something miraculous is going to happen if they tap into their spiritual awakening, like something boom, you know.
Yeah.
But
Not
that's
true.
not it. No, it's you're actually talking to yourself in your head, and you'll know the difference because it'll be genuine, you know. And then that's your spiritual being you're connected to. The visual, that's what you see. That's what they say when you see visions. That's what that is.
Yeah.
And it's so simple.
It's kind of crazy too. Like, I may not remember the dreams and shit like that, and then I don't know if you ever had something that happened. You was like, damn, that's deja vu.
Yeah.
That shit been happening
All the time.
quite a bit. I'm like, the fuck, this already happened.
So when
And
you
I
have
sit
a
there and I'm like,
deja
the
vu,
fuck?
it's telling you that you're on the right path.
It happened to me a lot. I'm like, the fuck? This shit already happened. And it leave me kind of puzzled.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit. God damn it, Joe, I'm on the road, man. I'm going to leave you. I got another show. I'm going to do it.
Good luck.
You going to need me, huh? Hey, man, this is that after hours, though. We just sit here. We just hang out. We just being us in here.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen. Whatever. We just chilling.
Yeah. It just feels good to be able to talk about this because, like I said, I just went into, after I told you what happened at the job, I just went to some kind of like zone. I used to be able to, you know, talk to anybody, you know, and now I'm like trying to come back out.
Okay.
So
You will.
I really appreciate it.
You will.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like you're doing pretty good.
Yep. It's because my girls are
But you know what?
Family.
Let me tell you what happened too. When me and her reconnected because of that school, it was the devil. Not just that person, but other people that worked there. Me and her reconnected, and we're like, here comes her ex with her and the kids, you know, because my daughter was best friends with her daughter, and the baby, and And she goes, I go, guess who's my renter? I was looking for a rental. It's this man's wife. What a coincidence.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Serendipity.
Serendipity?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was just a lot of coincidences.
It was meant for us to be reconnected
Yeah.
because I really needed somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to tell people what you're going through, especially when you know what you're letting happen is wrong. You don't want to be held accountable for it, so you don't talk about it.
And it seemed like the more you talk about certain stuff, you kind of letting your guard down.
Mm-hmm.
You're at your vulnerable state where a person probably can take advantage or, I don't know, take your kindness for weakness in a sense.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that happen too. That's why a lot of people don't open up with a lot of shit too. Because they don't want to let their guard down. They're like, fuck that. Sometimes letting your guard down can be a painful place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially if you're confused about it. Like, did that really happen to me? Was that okay or was that normal?
Yeah.
Is this what goes down when guys are interested in you? Like, this is how they approach you?
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of question, what did I do to put myself in that situation? You know? But I did everything except
Yeah.
You know, everything was there, like trying to move and fight and whatever. Like I said, it happened so quick.
Yeah.
Like it maybe like you know what I'm saying? I don't know to talk about how to talk about that, but yeah, like so fast, and it changed my whole life. So thankfully, you know, he went to jail for murder.
I'm glad that you have a voice and you can talk about it in your books. Because that get deep where people, like I said, they don't want to expose themselves. So it takes a lot of courage for one to even be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to write about these things. It takes courage.
Yes, it does.
Courage to even go there. So thank you again for having the courage and the strength to be able to write about your story and put in books for people to read, to see what you went through, and they may be going through some of the same things. So this is something that can help them.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is an important moment, y'all. If y'all fucking around and ain't had a chance to read Fab's books, tell them about the books, mama.
Basically, they're survival guides. I mean, to put all together, they're just little, I don't know how to call them, maybe passages or thoughts or what I'm thinking in my head, thinking I'm the only one feeling these things. I'm putting it out there. Hey, have you ever, and it says it like, ever felt this? That would be, it would be like whatever the title is, and then it would be like, ever felt alone?
Yeah.
Or like, a lonely place is a dangerous place to be,
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so passionate when I
As
talk
you
about
should,
it.
though. This is your baby right here. You should be passionate about. Matter of fact, can you do us a favor? Joe actually have 2 of the books here. Can you autograph them for us?
Yes.
Joe, man, go ahead and set those down so she can, so we can show her. Sign in your books, brother.
I'm so honored. You're gonna make them out to Joe, right?
Yep.
Okay. Look, Mom, I made it.
She on.
Shout out to you. Okay, I'm gonna write that.
Like I said, I read both of them, and they hit a lot of spots.
Yeah. I got a chance to meet her dad too. Yeah, he's a nice man.
Yeah, he's nice, all right. You're trying to hit on her. You're trying to hit on all my friends.
Here come Claudia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try today.
Damn.
It was funny. Funny ski.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my dad was.
Oh Lord.
I wonder if they're friends.
That's funny.
He used to mess around and flirt with all my sisters. I got 3 sisters, 3 older sisters. Pops used to flirt with all of my sister's friends and stuff.
Yeah, that's how your dad was, right?
Oh my God.
Awesome.
But my dad was very handsome, so they called him Baby. His nickname is Baby. That's what she was saying. Yeah, the song that I wrote, Baby. She wanted you to hear it because I wrote it for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the vocals.
It was on the
and
radio a
words.
couple of times too.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Carlos, man. Kamikaze Gang Gang. He's been on. He's watching us right now.
Carlos, where you at, Carlos? Carlos, thanks for hanging out, man, and checking out the podcast, brother.
Man, I've known this one and Jay, they rap together, they make music together. I've known them for like 8 years or so. And I've been blessed to be able to see them grow from like 8 years ago. They're like my daughter's age. You know?
Okay.
And I'm always hanging out with young kids, you know, because they think I'm young. And when I tell them how old I am, they're just like, shut the fuck up. Like, tell me, how do you think I am? Because I'm going to be that age tonight, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta have some fun in life, though.
Man, I'm just like, where your daddy at, though? I could be your mama.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
So funny.
Oh,
And
shit.
it's funny because I talk like this or whatever, because it's like part of my personality, but I don't really be doing that shit. You know what I mean? I don't do that shit.
But it's fun to talk about it, though. How about that? It's fun to talk about it. Hey, see, you never know what you're gonna get. This is the part of the show where everybody just be themselves. This shit ain't scripted. There ain't none of this shit. We having fun. That's what we doing. We got Claudia in the building. We got Miss Fabs in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got your boys that you fuck with on every Sunday in here, man. We chilling. This is what we do. We have fun. That part.
Okay,
That
those are
part.
the only bars you're getting from me.
Okay, hey, we'll take it. Hey, y'all ready to get up out of here, Joe?
What?
All right, hey, thanks for hanging out with us, man, on the After Hours, man. It's your boy Big Ski.
It's your boy Dusty Joe back here.
You're right. Ladies, tell them what your name is.
Babs.
Claudia.
Hey, thank y'all for hanging out again. Anytime you want to come through, both of y'all, come on down and come fuck with us.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, you want to go hang out?
Hey, y'all want to give anybody a shout out before we go?
Man, shout out to Chase Green Music Group, to Sammy, to Gang Gang, to you guys, to Aurelia hooking up the editing and stuff for me, to my family, my kids, even to my ex for letting me learn a lot of the things and letting me be me, even though we've been separated for 3 years. I do have to give him credit for
Ain't shit wrong with that. Ain't shit wrong with that. Miss Claudia, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Shout out to all the girls, young women. If you ever go through anything similar, speak up. It's okay. You're not alone. You're not the only one. Speak up.
Real talk. Hey, Fabs, again, before we go, you want to tell them where they can find the books at?
at winpublications.com or allofus.shop.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. This has been another After Hours. We're going to post this to the Facebook, too. Hey, we love y'all. Thank you. We'll holler.
But with that,